This bridge is called the Tokwe Bridge. It cost the taxpayer 350 million shillings. When we arrest engineers and when we order that they should be arrested, then the engineer council will say, why are you arresting them? Why are you arresting our people? Why are you shaming our people? Now, why shouldn't I shame such a fool? Now, Honorable Ntabazi, for her, she's not an engineer. She's a woman, she doesn't have so much experience. But there is no steel wire, steel bend, no single steel, single steel, no single BRC, not even a BRC. Even a needle. They would have bought needles and made steel.
Hi, it is something I've seen. Our family is growing at a very high speed. I don't know why, but that's the fact. So, if you're watching this video and you haven't yet subscribed, I beg you, please press that subscribe button and be part of this amazing Wamba TV family. Honorable Balaam Barugahara, the cabinet minister for local government, has been on a drive around the whole of Uganda since he was appointed minister in a drive to fight corruption. In the past days, he has been in the Rwenzori subregion. He has been in Kasese district, Runyangabu district, and Bundibugyo district. But there is something I want us to talk about. There are some key highlights that I would like us to share. You have seen some of them, but allow me also have this discussion with you. In Bundibugyo, let me talk about Bundibugyo because at least I've been part of the Bundibugyo drive since it started until it ended. Actually, it ended at around 10 p.m. in the night. Now, there is this thing that stood out. This has been everywhere on social media. Just first watch this video. The audio may not be as perfect, but please just watch this video for a few seconds and let's discuss.
This bridge is called the Tokwe Bridge. It cost the taxpayer 350 million shillings. When we arrest engineers and when we order that they should be arrested, then the engineer council will say, why are you arresting them? Why are you arresting our people? Why are you shaming our people? Now, why shouldn't I shame such a fool? Now, Honorable Ntabazi, for her, she's not an engineer. She's a woman, she doesn't have so much experience. But there is no steel wire, steel bend, no single steel, single steel, no single BRC, not even a BRC. Even a needle. They would have bought needles and made steel.
You've watched that video, and it's evident that that bridge is in a very bad state. And there are very many other videos, especially in Bundibugyo. The issue of bridges has been the talk of the day. In the whole country, everywhere, it has gone viral and it's time for us to talk about it. This is a disclaimer. I'm not an engineer myself, but allow me say this. These bridges, I have to say that most of them have been poorly constructed. That's a fact. But I have seen rounds of videos, people condemning the bridges that were constructed without any single iron bar. Like the Honorable Minister refers to it, not even a steel wire. But I would love to say this. Arc bridges are internationally recognized structures. They are bridges without any single material of iron. They are put together using just mortar and stones and maybe some wood for just support. In Bundibugyo, this has been common. Actually, before we even reach a point of thinking about these other bridges that have been washed away, which I would say because of floods, but majorly it has been because of poor workmanship. In Bundibugyo, there are very many arc bridges. In fact, in the Bundibugyo Town Council itself, arc bridges are more than 5 within the Bundibugyo Town Council. And those bridges have existed for, most of them, for over 10 years. But they've been here. So the reason as to why these bridges are in this state is not necessarily because of the lack of iron bars, or for, for lack of a better word, steel wire, just like the minister has been describing them. The bridges without iron bars are also another way of doing a good thing without spending so much money. They are internationally approved, just like I said before. If you're watching this video and you've been to Bundibugyo, I'll tell you just like three bridges that are arc bridges, and they've existed for over 10 years. There is a bridge that connects Bundibugyo Central Parish to Bimara Parish. That bridge is on Bimara Stream. That bridge has been there for 10 years now. In fact, that Bimara Stream has 2 bridges. Both of them are arc bridges, and they've been there. Floods have come, they've stayed. The heavy vehicles have crossed them, but they've been here. So the fact that they lack iron bars shouldn't actually be the discussion. The discussion should be the poor workmanship, because very many people have done arc bridges. Yes, and they've been useful and they've helped communities. That's by the way. Like I said, I'm not an engineer. Who am I to talk about these issues? But it's important because our colleagues, our friends, engineers have been arrested because of the fact that they constructed bridges and they never put iron bars. I think the reason should be they constructed bridges and constructed them poorly. I would say professional negligence, because they knew the right thing but they chose not to do it. That's all I can say about the arc bridges in Bundibugyo. But there is this thing that stood out for me as well. A young girl, I guess, if I'm if I'm if I'm to guess right, that girl could probably be below 20 years or 20. This girl came at the Balaam's Baraza in Bundibugyo district and told Balaam how her father was inappropriately dismissed from his job, and he's now at home suffering with debts because of what the district did. I would really not want to get interested in the reason as to why he was dismissed or suspended, but I'm bringing this video out to express how important it is to raise children. On the onset, you can just look at it as a normal thing, but it takes a high level of upbringing to raise a daughter just 20 years who can come at a rally of thousands and thousands of people to meet a cabinet minister to tell him the problems and the challenges his father is going through due to the injustices that were subjected to him. I want to imagine that this girl sat down, thought about this, planned, put all the documents together and said, I'm going to fight for my father. I'm going to fight the rights of my father. This is not something that you can just water away. It takes effort to bring a girl this young to be this bold. It stood out for me, and I would love, if you're a parent and you're out there and you've watched this video, I would love that you take a lesson. Do you have a daughter this young who can rise up and fight for you at the time when you were actually the one who is supposed to be fighting for her? It takes effort, it takes patience, and it takes professionalism for a parent to raise a daughter this young, but she can fight this hard. Now, that is one of the outstanding moments that I happened to see at the Ministers' Baraza in Bundibugyo. But that's not all. I don't want to waste much of your time, but there is one more. There is this video.
Okubala siringi singa kutandika busubuzi. Busubuzi bwa mama wanje ukubala bilioni bibiri.
The young lady you see in that video there, she said she's 25 years. I really don't want to imagine how far she has gone as in education. But there is something special about her. She's very fluent in English. I mean, Honorable Balaam asked her what she wants. She said she has been looking for a job and she hasn't been able to get one. That they discriminate against her because she's disabled. I don't know her qualifications, because from her statement, she sounded like she would love to be a nurse, but probably she hasn't been given the opportunity to study because of her condition. But there is something that I want to say, not necessarily about her academic qualifications or her disability or anything. But when the minister asked her what she would want him to do for her, she said she cannot run a business. If they can start for her a business, then let them give that money to her mother so that her mother can run that business. It is very humbling. Yes. Now, this is not the real issue. The minister asked this girl how much money the mother could need to start the business that that she wants to start. The girl, this girl is, what should I say? The amount of money she wanted to say was too much that she wasn't able to say it. She just said, give my mother 1 billion shillings. Yes, she said her mother needs 1 billion. Start a business. Oh, sorry. It's not funny, but it's interesting. Yeah, it is interesting. She said, just give my mother 1 billion Ugandan shillings so that she starts a business. That's amazing. Many of us would be dumbfounded. You can't even imagine what to say. But the minister said, how much money do you want? She said, I want 1 billion shillings to start a business. And many of us would feel very confused that she was able to pull it off. I pray that the government supports her. Honorable Balaam, the minister, managed to fundraise for her some money. The minister himself gave her 100,000. The Honorable State Minister for Lands, Honorable Ntabazi offered to buy her a wheelchair. Other members, as you can see in the video, were able to support her 50,000. Others, I even saw somebody who offered just 500 shillings. So that was a testament that people are willing to support. People supported her. They gave her some money, and I don't know, but I guess she might have gone away with some good amount of money, close to 500,000. That's a good start. If she can get her PDM money, just like the minister ordered the chief administrative officer for Bundibugyo to look into her matter and see if she can get the 1 million for parish development model, which is the 10% meant for the disabled people in every parish. I guess she can get the help she needs, and let's pray for her. You have to be very courageous and a strong girl to reach that level. That's all. Like I said at the beginning, our family is growing at a very high speed, and I would love that if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please do. Yeah, please do. It is important to us. It helps us grow, and it helps us reach even more people. Thank you. Thank you so much.